I respect myself enough and my journey enough to not spill the tea. I feel like in order to keep my own peace and to stick to my integrity in the whole situation, I'm not going to spill the tea, but that doesn't mean there's not tea to be spilled. I'm just choosing not to, you know? That's really important to me.
Welcome everyone back to my channel, Tough Topic. My name is Brittany, and I just have to say, sometimes it's really hard to defend Meri Brown, and it's just because she makes these indirect jabs at the other sister wives to make her own self look better. Now, is that her intention, and did she say directly who she was talking about? No, but we're all adults here. We can clearly read between those lines. Meri, you don't have to dim someone else's light just to make yours shine brighter. Meri rarely talks about things that have happened in detail unless she's on a couch in a confessional on the show. But on TikTok, she shared how she's not going to spill the tea. These words are coming directly from her because she has self-respect. She says in order to keep her own peace and her integrity, she's going to stay quiet. Now, she also says that there is still tea to spill, but she's not going to do it. But at the same time, over on Instagram, she's saying that she's not going to grieve the same way as someone else because that's her own journey, just as everyone has their own specific way to grieve. And she's talking about the marriage with Cody. Now, maybe Christine sharing her story in a book is the way she wants to grieve her marriage. It's the way that she wants to heal. She's telling her story. This is her journey, but that doesn't mean she doesn't have self-respect. Like, what? Everyone knows that Christine is releasing a book called Sister Wife later this year. Christine will be sharing lots of things that did not get aired and covering a lot of what she went through on the show. Now, Meri has grown a lot, I have to admit, since season 14 and 15. However, saying that she's going to keep some things to herself makes me feel like she's going backwards because she's still trying to protect Robin and Cody's feelings when neither one of them cared about Meri's feelings. Janelle and Christine chose to be open about what they experienced while still keeping it classy and respectful. Now, after Meri divorced Cody, she did tease back in 2022 with fans that she would be launching a book and then caption it, "There's more to the story." She says everyone has their own experiences and their own truths. So why would it be lacking integrity just to share your truth? Did that book ever come out? No, it has been years after she has teased us with that. I feel like there's a lot that Meri actually does want to say, but she's afraid that there will be a negative response to whatever it is she has to say. There's obviously some trauma there, and we've heard from many members of the Brown family drag Meri through the mud, and I think if Meri decides to share her truth, more things will actually come out about her. And I think she's just kind of keeping a lot of things close to her heart so that she won't be exposed in the middle of it. Does that make sense? But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. She did respond to a few comments on her TikTok, and a lot of people were kind of saying, hey, you know, just because this is the way Christine or Janelle wants to share their truth or story, it doesn't mean that they don't have self-respect. And she just kind of responds to it with a heart and says thanks. So I want to know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss out.